bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is COMCAST Newsmakers.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to COMCAST Newsmakers. I'm Mark Curtis. If you're having consumer problems or issues, we have just the person you want to talk to today. I want to introduce Allen Banez, who is the CEO of LetterChamp.com, a consumer advocate. Good to have you here again, Allen.
Thank you.
Tell us what LetterChamp does. If I'm having a problem with a consumer product I've bought or a repair, and I go to LetterChamp, what do you do for me?
We're professional consumer advocates, and what we do is we work with the corporate executives. When we find people who have defective products or receive defective services, we'd write the corporate executives and we explain to them our side. We present logical arguments and complete documentation with no emotion. Our goal is to show that the company is at fault and that they should replace the product as a goodwill gesture.
What are some of the most common issues or problems you deal with? I mean, is it car repairs? What is it?
We've dealt with a lot of car issues, defective transmissions, defective engines. We've dealt with defective computers, electronics. We've had people who've had travel issues where maybe luggage has gotten lost, a wide variety of cases.
So your name sounds like you write letters to people and say, look, our client has been wronged, we expect you to fix it, or we'll report to you to some Better Business Bureau or consumer agency, or is there any legality involved in this? What happens in that process?
Basically, our letters are a little bit different than that. We don't threaten to sue them.
Okay.
We put together a logical argument and we present the facts to them. They're very clear and concise with no emotion, and we basically say, we would like to have this replaced as a goodwill gesture because we are long-term customers.
So in essence, you're relying on the good faith of the business to say, hey, this guy's got a point. We need to remedy this problem. What's your success rate been like?
We have a 98% success rate.
Wow.
Yes.
Does it take one letter or more than one letter? When you say 98% success rate, how long does that usually take for that to happen?
Usually a domestic case is about 4 weeks. An international firm will take about 6.
Okay. Now, do you charge for what you do? I mean, some people, if they've paid a lot of money for a product, they might not have the money to kind of get it fixed.
We work on a contingency basis where we get 1/3 of the refund or 1/3 of the replacement cost of the product in question.
Okay.
If we don't win your case, you don't have to pay anything, so there's no risk to you.
Oh, that's not a bad deal. I suspect, and maybe I'm just guessing, that when the economy gets bad, maybe you get more business. People, dollars are tight, and they really got to keep an eye on their money. And then when they really feel wronged by a company or a business, you maybe get more business?
We do, even when the times are good as well.
Yeah.
Because when you buy a product, it could be defective. It really varies across the board, but our business remains pretty constant.
Yeah. Tell us what you're not. I don't want people to get the wrong idea of this and think that you're some, team of lawyers that's going to rush in and sue a company. Tell us what you're not.
We're not attorneys.
Okay.
That's the first thing I do want to stress on there. What we're professional consumer advocates. Yeah. We write the letters. We deal with the product returns. We deal with the phone calls and the negotiating.
Okay.
So we're a full-service firm that'll handle all of that for you.
We've got 1 minute left. Just tell me a quick story of one of your more memorable cases.
Our last press release was a case about US Air losing the luggage. Our client had checked in at the airport on time and followed the proper check-in procedure. However, US Air lost their luggage for 5 days. They didn't receive it until the end of the 5th day of a 7-day cruise. So they had no clothes, no nothing except their clothes on their back.
Yeah.
After they returned, they had called to complain.
Okay.
And US Air did nothing for them. After several failed attempts, they contacted the LetterChamp, and we had worked with US Air, and we were able to get them a $3,400 cash refund plus $1,700 in travel vouchers.
Wow, that's great. All right, if folks need your help, it's LetterChamp.com. LetterChamp.com. Allen Banez, the CEO. Thanks for joining us for great information.
Thank you for having me.
Great. Thank you for joining us on COMCAST Newsmakers. I'm Mark Curtis.